Hi everyone, Jordan Long here, and today I'm going to talk about there's this, well, I want to say it's a new term, but it's probably been recently put on everybody's upload page, regardless if you're a partner or not. Now, it says something like, make sure there's not kids in your movies. Well, or if there is, then you're following the law. Now, that doesn't go without being said that doesn't go without being said that as far as the community guidelines are concerned, that yeah, there would be no that you shouldn't be doing stuff like that. That it should be age appropriate. It should be age right, you know. And I know there's going to be a lot of YouTubers out there that are going to, complain about this. They're going to say, oh, well, YouTube's trying to get everybody to do everything the same way. Well, I don't know about that. There's no way everybody can do the same thing. Everybody has different equipment. They're a different way of making their movies, so there's no way everybody can do the same thing the same. But the point is, apparently they're going to look at that and say, oh, they're trying to make everybody want to be kin friendly. Like it's some type of bad thing or something. Now, for the YouTube partners, they already know they got their hands binded for YouTube partners, their hands already been binded. They have no pick but to be, I guess you could say shower friendly. But that's a different story that's a different saga or different tale. Another tale or another saga for another day. I don't do stuff like that. I always been with good standing with community guidelines and good standing with the terms of service and good standing with copyright. So I don't know why YouTube would be saying that unless there are a bunch of men and women out there who are doing that outlawed thing on YouTube. As far as this YouTube channel is concerned, any onlooker from YouTube who's looked at any of my stuff, and probably hasn't, but if they had, they would know that I don't do anything like that. It's only dolls, and that's about it. So nobody at YouTube's ever going to show up and say, Jordan, we saw that there were kids in your movies, and you're doing it, and it's against federal and state and county and local law. It's never going to be like that. Because I don't do stuff like that. I'm not going to say that I'm kin friendly, but if they want to dub me as such, they can. Some of the things I do in my movies, I wouldn't actually call them kin friendly. But I wouldn't also say I was violating community guidelines either. A lot of men and women out there think the community guidelines are dumb. A lot of men and women out there think that this is mostly some YouTube partners out there who believe that the unlooking should be with newers and that nobody should be unlooked, but it's a different story for a different day. But for those who probably do have kids in movies, most likely it's probably their own kids, if they are doing it. It's probably their own kids, and they're probably doing everything that is in law. But the point of the movie is I never do stuff like that. I never do anything that is outlawed. And trust me, there's a lot of things that are outlawed by federal government, state government, county government, and local government. And some haters might want to claim that everything I do is evil, bad, and wrong. That's their win. That's their thought. That's their take. But in daily life, what I do is not really actually bad. So I'm never going to get arrested. Whoop! You're under arrest for having kids in your YouTube movies. Yeah, that's never going to happen. That never going to happen. So as far as that new term that YouTube has put on the upload page, it doesn't apply to men and women like me, who don't have anyone in their movies that would begin anyone in their movies that some would dub outlawed. But that doesn't mean to say there are probably men and women on YouTube who do things they should not be doing. They do things they know are evil, bad, and wrong. That goes without being said. You know. Now I'm going to blow my nose. I'll be back. Well, had to blow my nose. And there's only stop. There's no hold. Anyway, point is, if there were kids in my movies, they would be dolls. They would not be actual living beings. You know, and that would be the only form you would see. You know, so it is what it is. And I just want to say that I would never do anything that was outlawed. Nothing that was ever outlawed. And it didn't matter, what anyone says. But, there's going to be men and women that are going to see that on their YouTube channel when the movie's uploading. And they're going to think they did something wrong. Or there's going to be those who are going to see that and think, oh, YouTube's putting new terms down. They're trying to bind us again. Trying to tell us what we can and can't do. Well, the community guidelines already tell you what behavior is right and what behavior is wrong on YouTube. And apparently if you are having kids in your movies, you better hope that you're doing everything that's in law. So it is what it is at that point. Would I call myself kin-friendly? No, some of the things I do in my movies wouldn't be considered kin-friendly. But at the same time, a lot of my movies would be considered kin-friendly and some of them wouldn't be. But at the same time, I'm not doing anything that's outlawed. I'm Jordan Long, and I'll see you all later.